how to get booked on the biggest stages in your industry. So I have a very special announcement I'm just going to tell you because I literally cannot wait. I just got asked to be a host of a roundtable at Funnel Hacking Live, which is incredible because literally 3 years ago, so in 2021, I went to my first conference, Funnel Hacking Live. I wore a rookie badge. I hadn't even made my first 100K. And since then, I've made $5 million. I have hosted the conference in the coaching industry. I have done $1 million in less than a month. I have, just Freedom Queen has made industry icons. I have done things since then that most people do in 10 years. And now Russell Brunson asked me to speak at Funnel Hacking Live to host a roundtable, which I am freaking out about. This is the coolest thing ever. The money milestones are cool, but this is 1,000 times cooler. Not because it's Russell Brunson and Funnel Hacking Live, more so because it's so cool to see the transformation. And I just had a very special meeting about Freedom Queen Live because Russell's team reached out to me and was like, okay, talk to us about Freedom Queen Live. So inside of this episode, I want to talk with you about how to get booked on the biggest stages. So a lot of people think something's just owed to them. I had a lot of people when I was planning together Freedom Queen Live DM me or email me to speak on my stage. And I was like, I don't know you. We've never had a conversation. You've never purchased anything from me. You never cared about me. No. And I thought that was really interesting because it's get to know someone first. You want to be on stage, buy a ticket, get involved in the community, become a client, work with them, showcase you're a real human being. The reason why Russell came on the podcast, Russell asked me to be a host of a roundtable. I just had a meeting with his VP of development and talk about Freedom Queen Live potential collaboration is because I was in Inner Circle, going to FHL every year, making content about it, putting myself out there. And that, when I think about the speakers who spoke at Freedom Queen Live, or one of my clients that won the affiliate speaking award, she got to speak on stage because she sold a certain amount of tickets. That to me is honorable. Even to this day, we have people emailing in asking to speak on stage at Freedom Queen Live, but we have no relationship. And I love the guts and I love the courage, but if you want to get a guaranteed spot on those stages, buy your ticket, get in the room, get to know the person, provide value. Why should someone give you value if you're not giving them value? For Russell, I've done so much over the last couple of years. To have him on our podcast, I made a website that was essentially a pitch of why he should come on the Freedom Queen podcast. It was not about me. It was about how it could benefit him. What it's going to do for his brand, his business, his company. I was putting in so much value for him. And it's the same thing I've done when I've done collaborations with so many people. It's so easy for me to get booked on people's podcasts or inside of their coaching communities as a guest speaker because I provide value to them. It's a win-win-win. And so you're going to see, because of Freedom Queen Live and how epic that conference was, in 2025, you're going to see event after event after event. And if you want to get booked on these stages, do yourself a favor and just get close to people. Get as close to them as you can. Build a relationship with them. Build the network. Build trust. Provide value, and not in a sleazy way. Genuinely, because you are rooting for that human being and you care about them so much. You care about their work. You want to see them win. I want Russell to win in such a big way. I genuinely care about that man and his goals. I want ClickFunnels to do well, or whatever business he does. I want that person to win. It's not from a selfish reason. And even as I'm looking for speakers for Freedom Queen Live right now, there are people that are strategically building relationships with me and getting to know me and my heart and asking to meet up and asking to do stuff with me because they want to build that. And they're not looking for a handout. They're not looking to get paid. They're not looking for me to send them $50,000. They're just like, I genuinely see this is a win-win-win for all of us, and I would love to be a part of it. And that goes such a long way. Like, I am so much more likely, I'm thinking of 2 people who have been chatting with me right now. I'm so much more likely to invite them to speak on my stage than people who just randomly ask without giving anything. It's like the law of reciprocity, because I can see and suss them out and see if they're actually a good fit for the company and have them build a real relationship and really know, like, and trust them, because I don't put just anyone on my stage. And especially for Freedom Queen Live next year, it's going to be an entirely different event. We have massive people coming out, like the people that are interested in speaking at Freedom Queen Live, because it was such a success, because it was the event of the year. Like, it got so much news publicity, like articles, the people that are reaching out, $100 million business owners, like they are just blown away by what we did. And that's a whole other podcast topic. Like, you do really big things, you get noticed by big people. And so, it's going to be different in 2025, which I'm so excited for. So if you want to get booked on these stages, my stages, like wherever, get to know people, like build that relationship, provide value to them, genuinely get to know the person. And you also need to suss it out too and see if you're a match with them. They might not be a good match for you to be on their stage, and it's not good for your brand. So anyways, Freedom Queen, if you want to get on big industry leading stages, build a relationship, provide value, give to people, and watch what happens. And if you want to win a ticket to Freedom Queen Live, make sure that you share this episode to your Instagram stories, write a review, and all of the details on how to win a ticket are linked below in the show notes. And I'll see you on the stage.